Amate Hotel and Beach Club in Holbox, Mexico. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Rule of Mind, Body, Life. I recently was in Holbox Island. It was absolutely amazing. I had one of the best times there. I went for 5 days. It was absolutely beautiful. And one of the biggest recommendations I got was Amate. So Amate is a hotel. I was not staying there, unfortunately. I guess I didn't do as much research as I should have, even though the hotel that I stayed at was very nice. But I was told and highly recommended about Amate's Beach Club and their restaurant, which I did do both, and it was absolutely amazing. So I got my beach chair, and every beach chair, I don't want to say too pricey. It's 400 pesos for the entire day if you are not part of the hotel, which I actually thought was decent, especially because when I go to the beach, I do stay all day. So I was there from about like 11 o'clock in the morning up until 5:30, 6 p.m., almost going into sunset. I stayed until happy hour, so we will talk about the happy hour prices in a later on in the video. But what I absolutely love is just the vibe and, the decor that they have here. Super just serene, and the water, I mean, look at it. Ocean front, literally just a few steps right on to the sandy beach. So there's absolutely no rocks, which, hey guys, it's me. Which a lot of, people do not like rocks. So I get it. From Greece, so there is a lot of rocky beaches everywhere. I'm used to it. But that does not mean that I do not love sandy beaches. So with Holbox, everything is basically, you walk through the beach and through all of the resorts and the hotels. And if you've never been to Holbox, they don't even have paved roads. Everything is literally just like sand and dirt roads, and that is it. And I think that's why I absolutely loved it. You just really have just this, I can't even explain it, just it's amazing. So the beach itself is absolutely beautiful, but it's very different. So every place that I've been to so far in Mexico, it's crazy how every beach and ocean is different when I go. So Playa del Carmen is totally different than Cancun. Isla Mujeres is like crystal clear, almost looks like drinking water. Cozumel is the same thing. And then here, it has more of a turquoise color. It's not, and it's not clear, but it's also not dirty, if that makes sense. There's like, a little rocks and seaweed right there, but it's not dirty. I think I'm getting my point across, but it's just a little bit more cloudy maybe from the sand because the sand is so fine. But I think that's what I really just love and appreciate about Mexico, is that everything is just so different. So this guy right here, you guys, this is one thing that I loved about Holbox, and of course I had to stop him, is the mangoes and fresh coconuts that you get right on to the beach. So it is not mandatory that you have to order from Amate, even though I did get stuff off their menu because, again, I was there all day. But I cannot say no to a fresh mango and coconut water. And then also I always end up eating the coconut meat inside as well. You'll see that in a little bit. But these were not expensive at all. So it was 100 pesos for both, which is about like $5.50, which I think was pretty reasonable and is pretty reasonable, especially compared to the hotel prices that they have for anything else. I think like a fresh coconut or coconut water, which they were actually out that day anyways, was like 100 pesos from the hotel. So this one was just 50. But it's still supporting all like the local vendors and everything as well. So for me, doesn't necessarily matter. You possibly can find them cheaper, but it's really, that's kind of the price all around. Even in Playa, coconuts are about 50 pesos. In Cozumel, they are a little bit higher of a price, maybe like 70 pesos, which is about like 20 peso difference, which right now with the dollar, it's about like $1.10 difference. So look at that right there. Literally total vibe. I mean, if you cannot be in the tropics and get fresh mangoes and coconuts, then what are we doing, guys? And it was just so good. So I thought they were going to be like super hot, not the coconut, because you saw that they had a little cooler, but like the mangoes and stuff, but they keep everything in like the coolers, even like some mangoes, so everything is nice and cold for you, which is really nice. So with the coconut itself, after you're done drinking it, you can actually go back to the vendor and have them open it. So that way you can get the actual coconut meat out of the coconut and eat the entire thing. Okay, this is like a real Caribbean hack, guys. Do not throw away that full coconut. Ask them to open it for you and get that coconut meat out of there. And it is so good. Fresh coconut meat is just on a whole different level. So when it comes to like the prices and stuff though, at Amate, I did think they were reasonable. Now, disclaimer, or not really disclaimer, but whatever, the prices on Holbox compared to other places in Mexico is definitely on the higher end price. So even when I was going for dinner and drinks and everything else, compared to all the other places that I have been to in Mexico thus far, and check out my channel because I have tons of videos for you guys to see where and book your next destination. So compared to other places, it was definitely pricier, but for me that was absolutely okay, because it still was reasonable prices. Like even the sunbeds and stuff, it was 200 pesos, which is about like 11.50 US dollars, which I think for 2 sunbeds, a table, and an umbrella is still a really great price, especially on an island with the view and the beach being just 2 steps away from you. And the menu itself, you know, they had basically everything. They have smoothies, cocktails, beers, really anything that you can think of. And the lunch menu was, you know, what you can expect from lunch. They had pizzas, salads, and I think, again, it was super reasonable. I ended up getting the Greek salad. So if you do not know, I am Greek. And I was just kind of missing home a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try out this Greek salad and see how it goes. Especially because I had already gone to Amate for dinner and I was completely blown away. It was literally the best steak dinner I've had since I've been in Mexico for the past 11 months, hands down. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the Greek salad because I was highly impressed with their dinner. And they absolutely did not disappoint. Now, the pizzas, I did not, you know, care for really the toppings that they had on the pizzas. It was a little different, but again, you know, I was just trying to eat healthier and get a salad. But I did see a lot of people eating pizza like on the, you know, on the beach and everything else. So obviously it's pretty good, I'm assuming, if everyone is getting it. So you could see here how they set up my whole entire table. It was super cute. Extra virgin olive oil, balsamic, some great water, utensil, salt and pepper, you know, like the whole thing. But I just really loved the whole entire setup. So there's the salad. It was so good, guys. So one thing that I want to say, you see that huge piece of feta. So when I cracked that, I don't want to say open because it's open, but when I cracked into it or dug into it, I guess you could say, it for me was like a really good piece of feta, and I was really surprised. So I had to call the waiter over and ask him, like, where did you get this feta? What is going on? So actually what the chef did was make panela cheese. Panela is a Mexican cheese, but what he did is that he made it with goat's milk. So if you do not know, feta cheese is made from goat's milk. So that is how he was really able to kind of just get that goat, that feta, like that real authentic feta cheese flavor from a panela cheese, which was super surprising, but I was not knocking him because for me, it was like feta cheese. And the oregano that they had on the salad, I think was very, very authentic. So I spent the rest of the day just hanging out. You can start to kind of see that the sun is going down. And right now we are going to be getting into happy hour. So I was like, I am definitely staying for happy hour because the happy hour was 2 for 1. You were able to get like pina coladas, mojitos. I don't want to say, mezcal. There you go. I was like, definitely not daiquiris. Mezcal, if you don't know, that's really big here. So look how ginormous that is. What they did for me was they just took my 2 for 1 and they just put it into a big one. So they gave me this like ginormous goblet of pina colada. I normally do not like sweet drinks, but their pina colada is actually house made. So it's like with real pineapple and coconut cream and stuff. So it's not from a jar or, like that pre-made packaged stuff, which I cannot stand. So it was very, very delicious. And the service was absolutely outstanding. I always have a great time, when I was coming here during my trip. So guys, you should definitely be checking out Amaite Beach Club as well next time you are in Holbox, Mexico. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and you subscribe. See you guys later.